Alright, so Panchakoshas, 5 bodies. The first body is the physical body. We call it Annamaya Kosha. How we are created, or this body is created by the combination of two small tiniest cell of the human body. One is the sperm, other is the egg. When this sperm and egg unites in the mother's womb, the creation begins. After this, two single cells taking from a mother and father, we have not taken anything else from outside. The only thing we have taken is food, nutrients. So mother, through the mother, in the mother's womb, we get the nutrients, and by those nutrients, through the food what we get, that nutrients, that food gets converted into 7 different aspects: rasa, rakta, meda, majja, asti, dhatu, and virya, we call it. So rasa means bile, blood, the bones, the bone marrow, the minerals, and virya, or the tejas, energy, whatever we call it. All these things are created by food. So this whole pile, what we see as a human body, is nothing but a pile of food, right? So this is made up of food, and that is why we call it Annamaya Kosha. And this is very, very important. Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam, says the scriptures. Sharira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. That means without body, you cannot do anything. Body is very, very important, right? So this is the physical body. We call it Annamaya Kosha. The yoga calls it Annamaya Kosha. Anna means food. Annamaya Kosha means made up of food. So the sheet which is made up of food is known as Annamaya Kosha. So this is the first body. Now this body, say for example, it is very strong body, very healthy body, weighs 100 kg. And if this body leaves the prana, when a person dies, what do we say? Generally, he has left his prana, right? Or prana has left the body. ಪ್ರಾಣ ಚಲೆ ಗए हैं या ಪ್ರಾಣ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಪ್ರಾಣ ಚಲೆ ಗए हैं इसकी. Once the prana has left the body, do you think the body, even it can move its small little finger a little bit? It cannot move at all, right? Though it is very healthy, the body is very healthy, very heavy, very strong, but it cannot move even its small finger. When you're sitting by the side of a dead body, and if it moves its small finger, you will move from there, right? So it cannot move its small finger also, because the prana has left the body. What does it mean? That means prana is more important than this body. And that is what our scriptures, our yogis call it Pranamaya Kosha. That is the second body, they said. Pranamaya Kosha, which is very, very important, and which is very stronger than this physical body. So second body is known as Pranamaya Kosha. Now that body, you cannot say whether it is inside or outside. Prana is everywhere in the body, and everywhere around the body, and everywhere in the universe, because it is only the prana which makes everything move in the whole universe. The whole universe, every planet and everything is moving because of this prana energy. So prana is within us also, and it is outside us also. We depict it as a next layer, or whether inside or outside, just to make you understand. You can understand it as a second body, but it is not second body. Though there are 5 bodies, all the 5 bodies are embedded with each other. They are all synchronized with each other. They are not separate from each other. Okay? So the second body is Pranamaya Kosha. And yoga, the Upanishad also says, Prana Shedam Vase Sarvam Tridive Yat Pratishthitam. Prana Shedam Vase Sarvam. Within this prana, everything resides. Tridive, all the 3 lokas are, resides in this prana. So prana is very important. That is known as Pranamaya Kosha, or the second body in yoga. And in that second body, we have 72,000 nadis. Nadis means, as we have veins in this physical body, we have nadis in the Pranamaya Kosha, in which the prana flows. Okay, and these 72,000 nadis, wherever they unite, okay, wherever 2 nadis or more than 2 nadis unite, or there is a junction point, that junction point is known as chakra. Now that junction point is in a triangle shape. It is not round actually, but because it is moving, it is rotating, it looks like a disc. And because it is rotating, it looks like a disc, and we call it chakra. Chakra means wheel. Okay. So like that we have 114. And why this triangle? Triangle means three gunas: sattva, rajas, and tamas. These three gunas, we are all made up of three gunas, and these three gunas has to be balanced in our body. Okay. And wherever these nadis unite in our body, they are made up of, or they unite with these three gunas: sattva, rajas, and tamas. And because they unite with these three gunas, it forms a triangle. And because it forms a triangle, it is in the triangle shape, and it keeps rotating. And because it keeps rotating, it looks like a circle, and we call it circle or chakra. Like that we have 114 chakras, out of which 7 are the major chakras. Now these chakras and nadis are present in the pranamaya kosha. They are not present in the physical body. If you cut the physical body, you cannot see any chakras or any nadis. Whatever you can see is only the physical manifestation, right? The prana is not a physical manifestation. We can feel the prana, right, through the breath. Breath is the vehicle for the prana. So breath is not prana. It is a prana vayu which carries the prana from the universe within the body, and there is some mechanism within the body which breaks this, prana into energy, and that is what we call the vital energy, because of which this, breath, this body is working. So that prana which is carried by the breath, because only oxygen, if you, put oxygen in the dead body, it will not become alive. So oxygen is not prana. Oxygen is a vehicle for prana, and when it goes inside, when this body is living, it has a mechanism which breaks that oxygen into some energy. We call it prana energy, vital force. So that prana is present throughout the body, and the yoga calls it pranamaya kosha, the second body, which has 72,000 nadis and 114 chakras, out of which 7 are the major chakras, and 3 nadis are very important nadis. So these chakras are present in the sushumna nadi. Okay, if I have the picture, I'll just show you so that you can know it in a more better way. And then we'll go for the next. Okay, so these are the panchakoshas we talk about. Let me see if I have the. So these are the 7 chakras. These are present in the Sushumna Nadi. Out of 72,000 Nadi, 12 are the major Nadis. So these are the different Nadis you can see. Right? So these are all, this is Bindu, Brahmarandra, and all those things. This is a picture, copied from the internet, of course. But these are the 3 Mukhya Nadis. So we have 3 Mukhya Nadis: Surya Nadi, Chandra Nadi, and at the center we have Sushumna Nadi, or Pingla, Ida, and Sushumna. So in the Sushumna Nadi flows through the spine, in the spine, at the physical level. So that is why we say the chakras are present in the spine at the physical level, but in the pranamaya kosha, they are present in the Sushumna Nadi. Okay, and in the Muladhara, or the base chakra, what we energized yesterday, this is the red color frequency. Here we have the Kundalini Shakti, Kundalini energy, which has to rise up. We'll talk about Kundalini in detail on the last day. Okay, so these are the 7 chakras we have. So this center nadi is known as Sushumna Nadi, and in this nadi we have 7 chakras. Okay, so this is how we have the 3 nadis. At the center we have Sushumna Nadi. In Sushumna Nadi we have 7 chakras, and out of which we energized, or we activated Muladhara chakra yesterday. Okay, so this is the Pranamaya Kosha, the second body. These are the 5 layers again depicted for the understanding sake. And now let's go to the next level. So prana is there, body is there. I'll go a little faster. Now, if you call me suddenly, okay, and I see you have called me, and now I have the body, I have the prana, I can lift your call, right? I can take your call. But say for example, कुछ लोग होते हैं सिर खाते हैं, यार इसने क्यों कॉल किया, why did he call me, I don't want to pick. Now, what is this thing which says I don't want to pick the call? Or somebody whom I love the most, whom I like the most, and he or she calls me and, oh wow, she has called, let me pick, right? So why don't I pick, or why do I pick? मेरा मन नहीं है, इससे बात करने का मन नहीं है, हम कहते हैं, या इससे बात कर लेता हूँ, मेरा मन हो रहा है, इससे बात करता हूँ, I'll only take the call, phone and call you. That means even if the prana is there, prana cannot work if mind does not allow it to work, right? मन अगर नहीं है तो प्राण भी है, तो शरीर और प्राण काम नहीं करेंगे मन की आज्ञा के बगैर. Without the mind's consent, the prana will also not work. That means mind is more powerful than prana. Though you have the prana, if you do not have the mind, if you do not have that willingness to do something, you will not do anything. And that is the yogas or yogis called it pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, or the mind body or the mental body. Now mental has 4 faculties: mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. I'll not go in all those details. Those details are not required here. Okay. So the third body is manomaya kosha, that mind which makes the prana and body to work. Without mind, prana and body will also not work. So mind is the next layer, the third layer we call it. And now mind is also present everywhere in the body. In each cell we have the memory, we have the emotions and everything. So it is present within the body also, it is present outside the body also. It is just embedded with the same body and prana. So that is known as Manonmaya Kosha. Now, you call me and say for example, I owe you some money, and right now I don't have the money. So if I pick the call, I feel, oh my god, if I pick the call, she or he'll scold me, I don't have the money, what will I say? Let me not pick the call. Or I'll decide, oh, I have to owe the money, but it's okay, I don't have the money, let me face this, let me talk to that person, whether I have to I'll pay after some time, or whatever I have to say, I have to say that. So I'll decide it, and either I'll pick the call or I'll disconnect the call. What is this faculty which decides this? That is what we call intellect. My intellect or my buddhi decides, right? Though I have the mind, if my intellect is not deciding whether pick the call or cancel the call or cut the call, even the mind will not work without the intellect. And that is what the intellect or the intellectual faculty of our being, the yoga, the scriptures, the masters called it Vijnanamaya Kosha or Vijnanamaya Kosha, the intellect body, the fourth body, which is more important than the mind or the mental body. And the last body is, we call it blissful body or the Anandamaya Kosha. When you are completely blissed out sometimes, when you're too happy sometimes, you cross all the limits of this physicality, this physical body. You just become one with the whole. You're so happy that you forget your body, you forget everything else, right? When you forget everything else and you're just one with the whole system, you're said to be in a samadhi state, or you're said to be in a anandamaya state. And that is what our scriptures masters call it Anandamaya Kosha, the last body. Now these 5 koshas, what we talk in yoga, so these are the 5 layers or 5 levels of our existence. They are all embedded with each other, they are all synchronized with each other, they are not separate from each other. Just for the understanding, we depict it like this: the outer layer or the inner layer, whatever. Okay, but they are all one with everything. So these are the 5 bodies we have: Annamaya Kosha, the first body; Pranamaya Kosha, the second body; Manomaya Kosha, the third body, mental sheath; Vijnanmaya Kosha, the intellect body; and Anandmaya Kosha, the soul level, or we also call it as before the soul, Turiya and Turiyatita. There are 2 words. Okay, let us not go in all those details also. it will become more complicated. Okay, so we have 5 bodies like this. And out of these 5 bodies are again divided into 3 bodies: the Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karana Sharira. So Sthula Sharira means this physical body and Prana, because Prana you can feel, Prana is flowing all over the body, you can feel. So the Prana and physical body is known as Sthula Sharira. The Mana and intellect or the mind body is known as astral body or Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. That is what moves outside, and when we do past life therapy and all those things, we work with that Sukshma Sharira actually, right? And last is Anandamaya Kosha, or that bliss body, or sometimes we call it as Atma, soul, everything. Okay? And this is one picture. If possible, I'll send you this. So this is, the physical body is foot sheath. This is, activated by asanas. Annamaya kosha it is known as. The second body is breath or pranic body. This is, activated by pranayama. We call it pranamaya kosha. The third body is senses. The manas, it is known as manomaya kosha. It is controlled. Senses are controlled by pratyahara in the yoga. Okay. Then discrimination observer is the Vijnanamaya kosha. It is controlled. The Vijnana or the intellect is activated by dharana, taking the firm decision, dharana. And the last body is dhyana, bliss. It's by meditation. We call it Anandamaya kosha. And beyond Anandamaya kosha is the real Atma, the real self, which is all pervasive, which is all one and